Hello guys, doing an extremely quick review of The Boys Season 4, Episode 6, so I think after this we've got 4 episodes left. And man, I really hope they do set up something, big like, Soldier Boy coming back, and I guess they've kind of revealed something big that could also happen with, what happens at the end of the episode where, if you haven't watched the episode, spoiler, they basically have something, Butcher has something where all the soups in the whole world could be wiped out, which is crazy, even Starlight and Kimiko, and basically Butcher's losing his mind. Jeffrey D. Morgan's character's not even real, he's actually, a hallucination, basically it's all Fight Club style. Yeah, and this guy who he's torturing, man, he's basically seen him talking to himself, so man, Butcher's like full crazy right now. That thing that's inside of him is just completely scrambling his brain, to the moment where they made it look like when he was talking to his wife, and then Jeffrey D. Morgan talks to her, it's just like, what the hell is happening? But then you find out that they're basically both fake. That was a crazy ending. Obviously, the best part of the episode was the ending, which is cool. And then you got Huey's still dealing with the death of his dad. Starlight's still getting hit, so he kind of sticks up for her. And then you have to pretend to be this Spider-Man superhero, but it's like if Spider-Man had webs that come out of his butt, and they literally actually basically did that in The Boys. Like, Jesus, and it was really creepy because they used Tech Knight's character. Because Tech Knight, I hate that guy from Gen V, man. He was just so disgusting, and having to get a whole episode of him in it, you can imagine how that was. And yeah, basically, he has to disguise himself as this Spider-Man superhero who shoots webs out of his butt, and I guess Tech Knight's always wanted to meet him because he wanted to do things to him, and And I guess Adrian, is still helping out the boys, even though he's having second thoughts. And Sage, man, I'm surprised she hasn't catched on yet. And then she's there, which she ends up doing some weird shit too with Tech Knight and Huey while he's in this disguise, and they kind of take the piss out of his disguise, like it just looks so bad and smells, I guess. Yeah. Like, yeah, he's just basically wearing like a Spider-Man outfit, but he can shoot webs out of his butt, but obviously Huey can't do that, but yeah. It seems like Homelander's just trying to win over like these billionaires, so his plan can go into fruition and stuff. And things end up not going too well because billionaires care about money, so they're not really too happy with what he's saying until she has to come in and build up that she will cover things and all that, yeah, to make it happen. And let's just say Homelander's not happy, but obviously he's never happy. He's gonna lose it in season 5. We know it. And I guess Tech Knight takes him to his like pleasure dome. I just skip most of this crap because it just gets weird. Then you got Black Noir, just the fake Black Noir, just wanting to quit, but then the Deep has a talk with him to make him stay, saying that he had a connection with the original Black Noir, and he just tries to bond with him, I guess, and how he's like sticking up for himself, sticking up for himself more now after how he used to be treated, and violence gives you respect and all that, whatever. And Starlight feels worried for Huey because she loses the connection, so she decides to go in with Kimiko, and I guess Mother's Milk's got their back. Butcher losing his mind. I kind of already, she's just thinking like, man, I should just blow my own head up with my power. We're just talking to some of these people, talking to a guy about abortion and stuff, when she's got a kid. Like, man, you're a parent and you're hearing someone talk about abortion, man, I would want to blow my head up. Yeah. And yeah, Firecracker's just getting no respect until, I guess, near the end, which you get a weird scene with her and Homelander, yeah. And they basically end up capturing Tech Knight, and you just seen Huey just do some weird shit, and he realizes it's Huey, so he takes his mask off and tortures him, possibly nearly raping him. But then Starlight and them end up saving him before he gets a bit too weird. Starlight confronts Firecracker, tricks her into saying she's sorry, but then puts drugs in her to get through. Yeah, this was just such a weird scene. I skipped most of it, and yeah. And then Mother's Milk encounters Sage, which he shoots her in the head, which they told us in several episodes ago that, the only place you can't kill her is in the head, so obviously she's fine, but Mother's Milk passes out because that's the first time shot someone in the head, I guess. Yeah, so then A-Train helps him escape, even though he didn't want to, but, you know, Kimiko tells him that he has kids using the book, so he goes, I guess. And yet, to save Huey, take out Tech Knight, and the flipping servant flipping kills Tech Knight, which is hilarious, because all the stuff he had to clean up with some of the freaky shit he used to do, and seeing the person that he turned out to be. Hell, I'd want to kill him myself. It's like if Batman was evil, Alfred would probably want to kill Bruce Wayne to save the city. Lol. And yeah, she basically convinces all the billionaires. You got this scene, and flipping, I guess the guy who we had trapped, he basically hacks into basically gets all of his accounts and starts spending his money on charity stuff. And when he gets to the Black Lives Matter one, he's just like, no, I'll tell you everything. But then they still do it anyway, and then the servant, kills him. Hilarious. Yeah, happy he's dead. He was such a disgusting character. And then, Firecracker trying to give her loyalty to Homelander, showing that she's not a traitor, giving him milk, because how much Homelander likes milk, and yeah, just weird scene. My god. It's like that woman all over again. And yeah, who's just, messed up as well. The thing about this season is that every character is just messed up right now. None of the characters are, not going through shit, and that's what I like. None of these characters are in perfect mind right now. All of them are just messed up after everything that's been going on around them. Huey losing his dad, Starlight, everyone just hating her, all of the fans. Frenchie just feeling so guilty for murdering people. He's put himself in jail, and he's not letting Kimiko see her. I mean, the stuff Kimiko went through and how she's dealing with it, killing people, and Butcher basically dying and is losing his mind. All these characters are just going through shit, and I like to see that stuff, but they'll still have to show disgusting shit that I don't want to see. But at least they killed Tech Knight, so I'll take that as a win. Yeah. I just think if I ever rewatch The Boys, I'm just gonna watch the first 2 seasons and that's it, because they just got a bit too far with the disgusting shit, man. Jesus. And I don't blame people for hating the show, man, because Jesus, who wants to see all that shit? They just want a good story, and it sucks to have a good story, but they have to still find the time to show disgusting shit, and it's putting people off, and I don't blame them. I'm still gonna finish at this point, because I started the story, so I'd have just finished at this point. As long as it doesn't look like Game of Thrones or Dexter New Blood, Top Boy, that'll be good. I'll put with this disgusting shit just to see a good story ending, yeah. And that's all I got to say, really. Like I said, Butcher is just basically losing his mind, and he realizes it, and yeah, he has the power to possibly kill all the Supes, but I guess we'll see where that goes. But yep, that's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed the review. Appreciate you can leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.